Hello, welcome to a video for the Cobra Ice Cutter.
So here's the packaging that the Cobra Ice Cutter comes in. You have the name of the vehicle right there. Cobra logo, so you know that it's a Cobra vehicle. Some nice huge chunks of photographic artwork that almost looks realistic of chunks of ice. You have the new G.I. Joe logo that's updated for this line. Roto grinder treads with flip forward action. Definitely something when I first saw this toy I really liked it. Many of you probably made this connection that I'll talk about later, that it made me think of something that I saw as a kid. But right now it just looks like huge, massive chainsaws, and it would definitely be something to see going through the ice. And that's one thing I do like about it also, is that it's almost out there enough that it feels like a Cobra vehicle, because when I first started collecting G.I. Joe in about 1987, when I was a kid, it was, and even now, it was so much more that they were not only cool toys, but it was something that was far-fetched a little bit, but not too far. So I really like the fact that, you know, it's more about the cool factor than the realistic factor. So then we have your new TV network, hubworld.com sticker, and unless you have that as part of your cable package or you're able to subscribe to it, you're probably very happy, just like me, to have lots of these clips getting, and even episodes being put up on YouTube. Now with this having a window box, you'll see that there are some differences between the figure that we actually got and then what's actually shown on the back of the box. It's kind of what happened, in my opinion, like with the His Tank version 5. It shows a black vehicle in the back, and instead we ended up with a brown. But with all the different color variations that we've had of His Tanks in the past, it's okay. And if you go to G.I. Nerd Commander's channel, or you already have seen his video, he came up with a really cool idea, I think, for what you can use this Cobra Officer, as they're calling it, for. Now you don't have any artwork really up front on the top, but you gotta have some clouds, and then you have the G.I. Joe logo, and then you also have a package insert. It converts to a diorama, which is really nice. I like the diorama. Here's the side of the box with the Cobra Ice Cutter again, and we have a Cobra logo, G.I. Joe updated logo, and it looks like a Cobra Ice Cutter on the attack. It doesn't show the blades working like it does as a toy. It looks more like right here, like tank treads. So the bottom of the box, you have another kind of blacked out, but yet you can still sort of see the portrait of the Snow Serpent officer right there. And then here's the Cobra ID badge that they've been doing for this instead of file cards, but some of them just talk about the actual figure and the character, and then some also give you an idea of a battle theme. And so here we have, for this one, Snow Serpent Officer. Snow Serpent officers are in charge of the Cobra Arctic combat squads. Like the Snow Serpent troopers they command, these ruthless officers are experts in polar battle tactics and survival skills. Their polar expertise makes them a dangerous enemy when they battle the G.I. Joe team at a Cobra base in Greenland. And then it says mission equipment that they've been doing, and sometimes these line up with the accessories that they get, and sometimes they really don't. But this one has mission equipment AXE, which stands for Arctic Extreme Environment Pulse Cannons. So I guess mostly they're talking about the cannons that are on the vehicle itself, and not so much what they come with. So here's the back of the box. Got the Cobra symbol again, Cobra Ice Cutter, and then what the main purpose of what Cobra uses the Cobra Ice Cutter for. It says Cobra Ice Cutter vehicles clear areas for Cobra bases. As the roto grinder treads move, they disintegrate snow and ice with impact vibrations and ultra-high carbon steel blades. Powerful and unyielding, these frozen furies also demolish any other barriers in their path. Then we got a few bullet points here. Number 1 is that it has an opening canopy. Give you a closer look at that. And then there's number 2, which is the treads with special flip forward action. So there you actually get to see it working. And then it says it has a Cobra Snow Serpent officer included, but as you can see, this is different than the Cobra officer that we get in the front, who's all red and gray and some brown. But you know, as a kid you probably didn't realize this, but now growing up we see that it says some poses may require support, product and colors may vary. Now the reason why I would assume is because this is probably of a prototype, and before it actually got released, this photograph was already taken and the packaging and everything, and then by the time it gets to stores, for whatever reason the colors change. Now one reason I think it might have changed is because this figure right here has been pointed out that it looks very much like the one that comes as the Toys R Us Rise of Cobra exclusive. So maybe that's what happened, was that they were saying that this was an exclusive for Toys R Us. So if so, then how can it be included with this? So that's probably what ended up happening. Then we have another bullet point here that says cannons rotate and elevate. And it definitely is very cool how that works. The Pursuit of Cobra mission is what this is part of, and this is the Arctic Threat mission. The G.I. Joe team breaks into a Cobra base that's hiding powerful new technology. I wonder what that could be. So it doesn't really include it in the insert that comes with this, but the one that comes with Snake Eyes, I think, or some of the other figures, they do have the actual artwork or photograph where Destro and one of these and Snake Eyes and everything's happening. So you can't really see the base or anything in here, but there is more photographic photos of it later on in the collection. So then we'll go on the side of this box where it says include Snow Serpent officer figure. Got a little bio of what G.I. Joe as a group is. G.I. Joe is the code name for a special operations unit of highly trained men and women. Their purpose is to defend the world against Cobra, a ruthless organization with criminal tentacles in every nation on Earth. And then the G.I. Joe logo. So I think that pretty much covers everything on the packaging. So the cool thing with the Ice Cutter is, yes, it doesn't come with the insert that comes with the other figures in the line that has the Arctic base and Snake Eyes and everything, but it does come with this insert right here. And if you've already opened many of the figures, you know that the other ones are really folded down tight. So here's the one that comes in the figure packaging, folded up, and then this is the one that comes in the Ice Cutter. So if you really like the packaging insert, the catalog that comes with the figures, and you want one that's a little less folded up, the Ice Cutter does have one that shows the Waves 1 and Waves 2 of Pursuit of Cobra. So these are some of the other figures that just help make this vehicle look cool. But again, these items are sold separately, but just wanted to show that off, if that makes this Ice Cutter look any cooler. So we'll go on to the Arctic officer, Snow Serpent officer that we have right here. So pretty much lots and lots of reds. There's some browns. There's a close-up of the brown that he comes with. He does come with some goggles, but they're actually part of the mold of the helmet, so they don't actually come down. The accessories that the Cobra Snow Serpent comes with are 2 snowshoes right here, and then he also comes with this gun right here, and then the one accessory that I really wish Hasbro could have done a little bit better is we get an all red backpack. And if that wasn't enough to signify, come shoot me, I'm a big red target, he also comes with this red missile launcher here. So it's really too bad. And this is actually the second, third time that we've actually gotten these accessories. Because even though they call this a Snow Serpent officer, if you were able to pick up this off of the internet, which was an internet exclusive, and you can still find it at quite a few online stores. This guy right here in the pack, he's the Cobra officer. So if we go to the back of this box, you can see that because he has more brown and the white on the other snow serpents is up here, and he has all brown right there. So that would actually be my officer, since I already have that one, and then I have quite a few of the snow serpent figures. So I definitely like Jynerd's Commander's idea of using this. And I'm trying not to say what it is, so you'll definitely go check out his video. I don't want to take anything away from anybody else's videos. But, you know, the fact that we get him with some accessories is pretty cool. You don't really need a stand with him, because if you have these snowshoes on him, he stands pretty well. Without them, he does need a little bit of reposing and more support.